Well, you'll have to forgive me for this post-recording. The last time I played this, I didn't have my webcam plugged in, and in between that time I went home, got myself a fancy new webcam, and then, oh, guess what? I plugged it in, and the capture software decided this was the hot fancy new mic it was going to use, which is currently not even on my monitor. It's laying back behind my monitor. And, yeah, the audio quality sounds like crap. And I considered uploading it and having people just deal with it, but it's so bad I figure it's not worth it, which is really a shame. I was actually quite pleased with how this session went. There's Ashley being a tosspot, as she refuses to get out of the damn way, and then that bullshit happened. It clearly hit the man. I decided it wasn't worth trying to save Ashley in that particular instance, so he just pile drives her into the ground. And we're off to a flying start for Resident Evil 4. It had been a while since I'd played this, so I was a bit out of practice. Something I think will come across pretty adequately as we continue here. As this particular sit down for an hour and 20 minutes. That's right, there's going to be 4 episodes of this, so unfortunately, because the capture software for console games I use mixes the audio, well, it should mix the audio. Sometimes it botches the whole thing. It did its job there, so the audio is split, and there is no way for me to salvage the game audio without, actually, maybe I'll put some music, I'll put something maybe, who knows. I imagine me just talking is rather boring. The boulder missed him, unfortunately, and then trying to run through his legs ended also poorly. And Ashley got in my way, and I think I give up here. Just because it's simply, it's simply not worth it. So now he, not quite a pile driver, but choke slams me to the ground. And by choke slam, I do mean of my entire body. So you are dead. It's more articulate than you died. Give it credit. I think I just kind of give up on him at this point. Well, not this point, this particular attempt. We'll see what I mean. Do I... The suspense! Do I give up on him, by loading a save and going a different direction, or simply leaving the area when I can? As I want to. I don't know if the boulders actually damage him. Is, quite the issue. Some things I need to address, since, this is a post-recording, and therefore certain things I said that apply to my channel will not be mentioned if I don't do them here and now. I can't remember, like I said, I don't remember if I mentioned it in prior episodes, but I don't plan on recording Assignment Ada, which is the sort of canonical Ada Wong side campaign. I do plan on showing off the gangster and suit of armor costume that Ashley and Leon wear for completing the operation, or Assignment Ada, standalone. I do not plan on doing another playthrough with, like, other stuff after this. I plan on showing off the weapons and calling it a day. So look forward to that, and that's pretty much all I had to say. You know, I'll show off some of the infinite ammo weapons, like the Chicago typewriter and the infinite rocket launcher, as well as all the costumes I got for doing the Assignment Data thing, and that will probably be it for Resident Evil on my channel. But I wonder if there is a way I can split the audio. I'm gonna. It's not like it'll ruin the visual of it, since I'm syncing this up later anyways. I'm going to see if there is a way for me to split the audio. Well, you probably heard that, actually, but, I mean, really, what are you going to do? Yeah... Save game audio only. Oh! Well. Maybe this can be salvaged to a degree. If I can save the game audio, along with post-commentary, it would probably sound like an actually decent film, or a decent, Let's Play, as opposed to just me sitting in silence commenting, not on what I'm seeing, in which I slashed El Gigante in the back there, but, rather, you know, make it a, almost viable video. If that's the case, then I'll certainly do that. I was debating. I was going to compare this to see, like, if I prefer this versus the live commentary, which sounds kind of like ass. So, you know, good on you, El Gato Game Capture HD. You, are giving me the option to save the live commentary versus the game commentary, even though I have to record them at the same time. So yes, I just got the key to get the hell out of here. I think I give this guy one more pass when that bullet to the face doesn't actually get him. I believe it was the picking up of Ashley that made me ultimately decide it's time to book it, because it's simply not worth fighting. Something that I should have thought of at the time was actually have enough money at this point. I think that I could have bought a rocket launcher, which kills El Gigantes in one hit, and would have made this segment particularly easy. I neglected to do that, however, and died twice and got Ashley severely wounded on the third time. Fortunately, I had her snort this powder, and she's right as rain now. Ashley. It's a flattering outfit on her, give her that much. Not the outfit I'd have chosen for wandering around rural Spain, but there you go. Which is interesting, because for Ada Wong and myself, these are the outfits I would have chosen for wandering around rural Spain. We're dressed in professional agent uniforms. God, I just saw her soulless eyes in that particular shot. It was better in that shot, but, yeah, when she was right up on the camera there, soulless monster eyes. So yes, this is Chief Mendez, who, makes these notes relatively quickly, as he talks about how I'm still alive at this point, but I only just came through that fence, and he's written this note and had somebody leave it in this hut, even though there's no one around except the merchant. Chief Mendez. There was something else that I suppose is worth mentioning. Kida Killer in one of the first or second videos commented Lord Salsa for some reason. Good, the eyes. And this confuses me greatly, since the character's name is Lord Salazar, and if you're going to mispronounce his name and compare it to food, it really should be Lord Salad Bar, not Lord Salsa. I don't know where she's getting salsa from, but if it's a reference to something, I'd like to know. Since it seems like it's kind of odd.
Is that old? Thank you. What are you selling?
Yes, here I am. Ah! Yes, I can sell my spindles, and I'll be selling the beer stein. I don't think this episode, but in this sit-down I definitely sell it. So that's jolly good, I say. Oh, Ashley, dear. I don't know why I keep calling her Ashley, dear. She's just sort of the, protection thing in this game. You need to keep her alive. I see her more as a, very dumb child I'm trying to steer around. I have to navigate them by radio to get through a shopping mall or something. I have to stop them from bumping into angry fat people who yell at them. The funny part is you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, even though I sound like a mad person. How do you even put that vest on, Ashley? Is it a pullover? Do you tie it in the front? Does the back somehow get laced up? All, I think, very important questions. As I said, for this, I'm going to assume each outfit has a certain canon. The actually canon outfits with their own canon there. And, the things like, you know, this and that particular, you know, 70s raver outfit, the go-go girl outfit, whatever you want to call it. I got an axe to the face there. Goodbye, boys. Well, he gets to live another day. As do they. Because screw it. Leon takes a hatchet to the face like a champ, let me just say that. But, yes, I'm going to assume this particular outfit, this was all he had laying around in terms of body armor. Ada was just wearing special agent uniform, and Ashley was on her way to some sort of 70s party, I'm sure. I don't know. I wasn't around for the 70s. Maybe that was in. As far as the other one, Leon was picked up off the streets of Chicago, and Ashley was at a Ren fair. Or, you know, found the suit of armor and just climbed in. But again, that will all be shown off and talked about in a future episode. So what I'm doing here is there were a bunch of guys who just I didn't shoot them off the little parts, the little carts here. So I was checking to see if they would come back down or not, and it appears they do not. I also love this little bit coming up here. I, like a bastard with no class, jump through a window, and Ashley uses the door. Shove it open, however. I scold her for that in the episode proper. Like, Ashley, dear, we're jumping through windows now. No need to use doors. She just insists, though. She's a lady like that. Wasn't raised in a barn. Has to open the door. Got to respect that about Ashley. More than Mr. Monkshoon would do, certainly. Keep trying to explain to him there needs to be a part in your brain that tells you you shouldn't do this because it's just wrong, and he won't listen to me. He's like, if you like it, then no one should tell you it's wrong. Objectively, yes, but personally, fuck you. There should be a part of your brain that stops you from doing things that, you know, are dumb. My prime example being, you know, you don't go to a nice dinner party with caviar and have the drink of choice be a Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's just not done, because it's stupid. There's a part of your brain that should go, this is a bad idea. It's wrong to do this. It should stop you from doing it. And he insists, while he would never do such a thing, if you like Pabst Blue Ribbon, there shouldn't be anything that stops you from doing that. And again, my argument is there should be something that stops you from doing that. It's called decency. But nope, that's apparently not a thing in Germany. It's like, hey, you don't drink milk with pizza. That's just wrong. It's like, I'm gonna have a nice tall glass of milk and a slice of pizza. Ugh. It's a bit too much dairy. I suppose, honestly, milk and anything with cheese and it's a bit too much dairy now that I think about it. I like a grilled cheese sandwich or a cheeseburger, but you don't see me drinking those with milk. Orange juice, absolutely. Love me some citrus. With pulp. I admit that one's weird for me. I'm the weirdo that likes pulp in his orange juice. Why? I don't know, but I do. I feel like it gives it some panache, you know, gives it some character. God, how much longer is this video? Only 6 minutes left, okay. Not even that, 5.5. That's not terrible. I'm probably going to be doing that a lot during these 4 episodes, especially now since I can... Yeah, thanks for the free samples, Mr. Merchant. Especially now since I can save the game audio separate. These will all be run through an editor processor to sync it all up. That's going to be a delight.
Welcome.
This is the annoying part of the game where you have a bunch of stuff that you'd like to be, picking up and using, but your suitcase isn't big enough. The old attaché. Or if you're British, attaché.
What are you selling?
I should also point out, if you're British and saying attaché, you're wrong.
Thank you.
It is attaché, not attaché. But, yeah. There are certain things the British English gets wrong that American English gets right. I say American English. It also is correct in Australian and Canadian English. It is attaché. It's like, I'm aware driving on the side of the road's not a great example, since I think the UK, maybe not the UK, but certainly England and Australia drive on the same side of the road, and Canada and North America, well, USA do as well. Most of the world does. They're wrong about that one. Don't know what got into them.
Ashley, go hide.
But USA is hardly one to talk with metric versus imperial. There's only like 3 countries that use it. America and 2 other countries that, want to look cool to America. So they're like, hey guys, we use it too. It's just dumb. Oh, there's Chief Mendez teleporting behind us to do his thrown through the air chokeslam. Leon by rights should be dead. He threw the man skull into a metal pole right there. And he's strong enough to do that, so Chief Mendez is really should be good enough that he could kill us with that throw. Leon has the bright idea of kicking over this oil drum, because of course it is, it's a red barrel. Mendez is surprised by this. Leon says a snappy one-liner, and then we light him on fire. And blow him up. Which makes Chief Mendez rather cross at us. And joining an evil cult that gave me weird scorpion powers, let me chokeslam people, in a solid 10-foot throw, I might consider joining up. Yeah, join our cult. You look like this, but you can, be 9 feet tall and throw people across the room. That does sound pretty cool. Join a wrestling league. I'll be El Scorpio. Alright, so despite not being bothered by fire, he's bothered by fire. I believe this fight goes poorly for me. Despite shotgunning him in the face many a time. I do like how Leon just laid out there, like, okay, I'm gonna just lay here for a second. So yes, I don't have any healing items, so you'll notice I'm scrambling around at this point trying to collect all the herbs. Because there are several in this level, this particular map. It's just a question of finding them. Teehee. Don't lose your head, Chief Mendez. Ha 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 ha. Whatever would Lord Salad Bar think? And yes, I am going to keep calling him Lord Salad Bar because I thought of that and it's funny. Much funnier than Kaida's Lord Salsa. Which isn't funny at all and she should be ashamed of herself. How dare you? But, yes. What I'm doing right now is I'm looking through my options because I didn't have any healing and there was no shotgun ammo in my shotgun, which is not a good situation when the boss is coming at you, particularly the second phase of the boss. And I was considering whether or not I should switch over to my handgun, which had ammo in it. I decided against it, and instead just went for broke with the shotgun. I believe I get... yes. Okay. Unbeknownst to me, there's actually 2 green herbs in this area. So... oh. Well, that's the end of this video.